right, time to start recording some new music. No way, not feeling it. Where's the beer? Normally, I'm pretty enthused about playing and recording music, about creating YouTube videos, about hanging out with all of you here. It's pretty darn awesome, but occasionally I get tired. I just get tired and I lose my enthusiasm for what I'm doing. And at this point in my life, when that happens, I realize that that is a symptom of burnout. Do you ever feel that way? Well, let's talk about a few ways to deal with burnout and keeping the musical creative spark alive and moving forward with it. So the first thing I think about and try to remember is that I am not alone. I think every human on this planet has probably experienced some sort of burnout in their lives. They get tired. We get tired. We get exhausted about whatever we're doing, and we feel like we can't do it anymore. And even though you could think of that as being depressing, I actually find it kind of encouraging to know that I'm not alone, and neither are you. We're all in this together. We all experience burnout. It's a common human condition, so don't panic. When I'm feeling burned out, the next thing I kind of go to is kind of to examine what's going on in my life. And a lot of times when I'm feeling burned out, when I do that examination, I find an area that's causing stress. So it might be work, it might be whatever's going on in the family, it might be a global pandemic, right? It might be anything, right? It could be something good even, like something exciting and good, but it's causing stress in my life. And when I'm under stress, I find that I get tired a lot faster. In particular, I find that I get tired of being artistically creative. So what do I do about that? Well, what I do is try to recognize it, obviously, as I've just said, and once I've kind of identified what that stress is, I try to resolve it. So let me just give you a quick example. So if I've identified the stress as maybe something unkind I've said to my wife, and for those of you who are married, you know how this goes, right? There's words and then there's this stress because that relationship is unresolved. Once I realize that, I try to go and resolve it and kind of get that out of the way. And that way I'm feeling better, she's feeling better, I'm feeling more freed up to create. So it could be anything, right? But deal with the stress in your life to allow those creative energies to flow. So one of the other things that I notice about me and burnout is that if I do the same thing over and over and over and over again for a long period of time, I can begin to experience that burned out feeling. So are you doing that? Maybe you're playing the same instrument. Oh, I love you. But maybe you're playing it in the same way, right? And you're not progressing, you're not learning anything new, and it's just the same thing. Maybe all you're playing is one single style of music over and over and over again. Well, you know the way to deal with that? It's mix it up. Yeah, that's right. Do different things, and that will definitely help with the burnout. We're not made to do the same thing over and over again, day in, day out, with no variation. And I think that's true also of the art we create. So mix it up. And along with that, I think it's really important to keep learning new things, right? So again, if you're not learning new things, you're not going to be able to mix it up so well. So if you've never played jazz before, listen to some jazz music and try a few jazz licks. If you're like me, you probably won't be any good at it, but that doesn't mean it won't be fun to try and learn those techniques. If you've never played bluegrass, yeah, check it out. If you're like me and you're not a metal player, maybe a little metal playing techniques would be a good thing, right? Just to get those creative juices flowing again. So always be learning something new. Super, super important. So maybe I've realized that I'm under stress. Maybe I've been mixing it up. Maybe I've learned a whole new genre of music and I'm still feeling burned out. What do I do next? Well, I think it's okay to take a break. Just stop. Go do something else for a while. Well, I better put that back on or I'm not going to be able to finish the video. But seriously, take a break. But here's the thing. Take a mindful break. Don't wait until the burnout's so bad you take the guitar off and fling it away and never want to see it again. Take a mindful break at the beginning of that tired feeling and say, you know what? I'm going to take a week off. I'm going to take 2 weeks off. And I'm going to go do something else that I really enjoy. And you know what you'll find, if you're like me, is when you come back to it, you feel refreshed and ready to go. Yeah, so those are some tactics that I use to battle burnout. Have you ever felt burnout? What techniques do you use to battle the beast? Comment below and share with us. Let's learn from each other. Are you feeling burned out now and you don't know what to do? Comment below and let's help each other out. Hey, if you haven't already done so, I would love it if you would subscribe here on Chords of Orion. I've got ambient guitar-related content coming each and every week. Love to have you on board, and I will see all of you on the next video.